Hello everyone, I'm Food for Dogs, as you probably know by now, and something a bit different today. I wanted to show you my arrangement of headsets. I'm not going to start doing product reviews, so don't worry. It's just me talking about the headsets I'm using. I got a new one the other day and I had a few questions about it on Twitter. So I thought I'll just very quickly introduce you to what I've been using over the years. I started out with a Sony headset for my PS3. I think it's pretty much a standard one. It works with Bluetooth, it's a wireless headset, and they upgraded the software once the PS4 came out, so you can use it with the PS4 as well. Um, I've had it for 6 years now, and as you can probably see, it looks pretty much almost like new. The reason is that I have not worn them very much. It's not because they're bad. As you can see, the build quality is very good, very sturdy. The ear cushions are nice and springy. However, they've got this sort of synthetic plasticky material that I find causes sweatiness very easily. But they are very well padded, I have to say that. The reason why I don't use this one a lot, although it's got very good sound on it, obviously, is that I find it incredibly uncomfortable. Now, I know a lot of people use the Sony headset and absolutely love it and find it very comfortable. And all I can say is, well, it doesn't seem to suit me. I don't find it comfortable at all. Although it is padded here, it's not very thickly padded, and I'm very sensitive on the top of my head, so I find that really it presses down on the head and it's quite hard, combined with the fact that it is a pretty tight headset. So once you put it on, the ear pads really clamp onto the side of your head, and I find it really after an hour it's just unbearable. I just have to take them off. On top of that, because I usually wear glasses, well, a lot of the time when I'm playing games, that doesn't go well with these ones. It really clamps your glasses here, the frames, against the side of your head, and that can be quite painful. Plus, it's not good for your glasses, of course. Additionally, I find the various controls which are arranged along the outside here, they are difficult to read, very tiny, lots of sliders. I've never remembered how to use them all and always had to take the headset off to adjust anything. I found that just fiddly. The microphone is disguised, sort of hidden, they call it covert, inside one of these ear pads, so there is no adjustability. When I tried using the microphone, it was always a bit hissy, people told me it was. So there was no way you can adjust the angle or anything on it. So that side of it didn't work too well for me either. So this is a good quality headset that simply did not suit me very well. I'm not that experienced with headsets. I would say it's in a medium price bracket as far as I'm concerned. Um, so after that, and once I had the PS4, I I thought, well, am I going to spend that much money again on a headset, not knowing whether it will suit me or not? I simply got a real cheapo. and that's called a Triton Karma, and I think they retail for around 20 UK pounds, 25 US dollars. It it is what it is, as they say. As you can see, the build quality is all plastic. It's not too bad. I haven't had any problems with this thing. Let's put it like that. It's comfortable on top. The ear cushions are quite well padded. The only problem is they've obviously saved a bit on the ear pads. They're not very large, so they don't cover your whole ear completely. The microphone is fixed, but you can bend it any which way. I found it a perfectly serviceable, cheaper headset that simply plugs into your PS4 and it does the job. Recently, however, I thought, well, it would be nice to have a really good one, and I happened to see on my retailer's website where I buy a lot of gear, and they know me there, so I was able to discuss it with the staff. Um, I I happened to see this Razer Kraken headset, and it says I didn't even know that, it says it's for esports pros. Well, it's clearly not, I'm not the target market, but the coloured pink obviously was a good target for me. As you can see, they are quite beautiful, and overall it's a similar price range, almost identical to what the Sony was. Um, and I have to say I'm really happy. I think it's a very good headset for the price. Obviously you can get better, but with headsets I have found you get exactly what you pay for. If you skimp, then you get fewer features, and yeah, the more you go up in price, obviously the better. But this is really nice. The top band is well padded, could be a bit more as far as I'm concerned, but it's perfectly okay. The cushions, the ear cushions, are nice, and the material is it's a bit soft, and it's not velour. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't feel like a synthetic leatherette kind of material at all. It's very nice. I would say it's non-sweaty, if you see what I mean. Otherwise, they've kept it simple and streamlined, which is what I like. I love the fact that the microphone is retractable, and you just pull it out and you can adjust it. Because that's great for me, because I was constantly in danger of knocking this. I'm in the habit of drinking water and snacking on things while I'm gaming, and I was just constantly knocking against the microphone. It's just in the way. So I love this feature. Otherwise, you can see it's not, I don't have to pull it apart like the Sony. The Sony is really tight. And this one is really, you can just gently pull it apart and just slide it over your ears. And it's just comfy. It's just comfy. So the comfort factor is really the main thing for me. The sound, as you would expect in this price bracket, is good. It has additionally, I believe, some sort of gel cushions built into the ear pads that are meant to keep your ears a bit cooler while you have it on for any length of time. And additionally, they have what they call a hidden channel in the ear pads, so that people who wear glasses don't have them pushed in against the side of the head. And I have to say it is a lot more comfortable wearing glasses and having this headset on than any other I've tried. So that was a big consideration for me. If you don't wear glasses, then that's obviously not an issue for you, but a lot of people do. And I've tried it obviously, and you just plug it into your PS4 controller. I've plugged it into my PS Vita. I'll be plugging it into my Switch. And that was another big consideration, that this little beastie is compatible with all the various platforms that I use, whether it's PC, PS4, Switch. You can just plug it in. They have provided an extra cable set so you can split the audio, because I believe some computers require that, which is thoughtful, I think. I won't need that, I don't think, on my laptop, but it's there if you need it. So overall, I'm very happy with my purchase, and I will see in a few months how they go with wear and tear, how they hold up. But I think if you treat your equipment as you should, which is with care, and don't, rip them apart or throw them somewhere, then it should last. I have no doubt about that. And that was just a quick overview. The only thing I haven't mentioned is regarding Sony. They seem to go in for somewhat odd design arrangements on their gear. I'm not quite sure, but I bought these. It wasn't cheap, I'd have to say. This little in-ear headset. It's specifically aimed at the Vita users, so it's obviously a bit of an older bit of gear. You plug it into your Vita. Comes with just a basic on-off switch here. The inline adjustment I've never quite worked out. I think that's for when you've got it plugged into your phone, and I'm not quite sure. I don't know what to do with that. The design of the in-ear loudspeakers is unusual. As you can see, the little ear pad thingy is arranged at an angle onto the loudspeaker. It is most unusual. They work, but that's the big but. They work well if your ear canal is textbook. If you have your ear canal at the sort of angle that this aims for, which is presumably standard, human standard, I don't know, it works fine. The left one works fine in my ear. The right one doesn't, because I know I've got a slightly unusual ear canal. There's a bit of a kink there. It's not completely as it normally would be. Most people don't have textbook this, that or other. So that one always sort of falls out, which is annoying. So once again, an unusual design decision by Sony. They obviously wanted to set themselves apart, but I'm not totally convinced it's really a good answer. Yeah, I do use these with my smartphone and with the Vita, but they're not my favourite ones. Yeah, so my experience with Sony has been pretty mixed, I have to say, as far as headsets are concerned. But this one I'm happy with, and you can't go wrong with pink. That's it for today, folks. Thank you for watching. I'm Food for Dogs. Bye-bye.